Yes guys, and welcome to yet another video. And now we do have the confirmation of Chemsdine Talbi, not Taldi. In yesterday's video I kept on calling him Taldi. I have no idea why. I haven't been very well over the last few days, alright? You know when you get those headaches that just sit behind your eyes? I've been having them, alright? So if you feel sorry for me, you can hit the like button for me. Just for sympathy, purely for sympathy. But either way, yes, if you could hit the like button for me, it'd be massively appreciated. And subscribe if you are new to the channel, because we've got a couple of things to talk about actually. This video was originally just going to be me covering the signing of Talbi. However, another big piece of news has just come out, and it looks like we're going to be signing somebody else even as early as today, and it's a very, very exciting one as well. But firstly, I will begin with the signing of this lad here. I've already done sort of like 2-3 different videos on the lad, described him as best as I can to the best of my ability. It is a very, very exciting signing, given he's a profile of player that has been looked at by some of the best teams in Europe over the last sort of year or 6 months, something like that, and he's chose to come to Sunderland, and I'm very excited about that. Very, very excited. He does play on the right wing primarily. Very skillful, insanely quick, a very young lad. So there's a lot of promise there. And there's also the other player I'm going to speak about later on in the video. He plays on the left-hand side. So it looks like we're covering all bases going forward at the minute. And it's a really, really exciting time. But before we do go on to the second player, I am going to go through the statement made by the club regarding the signing of Chemsdine Talbi. Not Taldi. So, Sunderland AFC is delighted to announce the signing of Chemsdine Talbi, sealing a 5-year contract at the Stadium of Light. The 20-year-old winger arrives from Club Bruges for an undisclosed fee. Talbi enjoyed a breakthrough 24-25 season in the Pro League, contributing 7 goals and 5 assists in 44 appearances, including 11 outings in the UEFA Champions League. After arriving in the Northeast, he said, "I'm really excited to be here and grateful for the opportunity to play for this club. I made the decision because it's a great project." I love to hear that, absolutely love to hear the great project, with a talented, exciting team full of young players, and that really motivated me. The Premier League is the biggest and best league in the world, so I'm looking forward to getting started. I know the fans will get behind me from the start, and I can't wait to see them at the stadium. The winger, who has played on either flank, started his career with Royal Union before moving to Club Bruges aged 10. He signed a 3-year professional contract in 2022 and represented Bruges' development team, Club NXT, in Belgium's second tier throughout the 22-23 season, scoring on his senior debut. Talbi also made his Club Bruges debut the same campaign, with a further 3 senior appearances coming in 23-24, the season before he took the top flight by storm. Capped by Belgium at youth level, Talbi declared his intention to represent Morocco earlier this year. Christian Speakman added, "Our momentum and story are powerful, and I think players of Chemsdine's calibre who are in high demand are excited by the prospect of playing for Sunderland AFC. I love hearing that and I love reading that. It's a testament to our recent past and immediate future that he feels that we are the right club for his next step. Predominantly playing wide right, Chemsdine excels in duels and possesses elite physical qualities because he's rapid." Christian didn't say that, I just added that. And he also has flexibility to play across the front line. Our supporters will rightly be excited to see him play, and we are delighted to welcome him to Sunderland. So that is the statement on Chemsdine Talbi, and I am very, very excited to see this lad. I think with a lot of lads that do come through, we are going to have patience, because they are young lads. However, I do also understand that because it's the Premier League, we can't wait around for too long almost, because we are going to be in a relegation battle. If we were already a sort of stabilised Premier League outfit where we know we're going to finish sort of mid-table or whatever it is, you can afford to give a little bit more time. But players of his calibre, albeit a very young player, we would hope and we'd like to think that he can try and hit the ground running, so then he can give us the best opportunity to stay in the Premier League. But as Christian Speakman said, and as I keep on saying, a lot of these youth prospects from around Europe, they're now looking at Sunderland as the place to be for young players, because a lot of teams, and I keep on saying it, I keep repeating myself, I know, I'm aware, a lot of big teams were after his signature, but he knows he's going to get game time, he knows he's going to get looked after correctly, he knows he's going to get coached correctly, and I'm so excited to see how this one works out. But just before I was going to make this video, another bit of news came out from Keith Dhannoo, of course, North East Sky Sports reporter. He did report that Simon Adingra from Brighton has agreed a deal. He's agreed personal terms, and Brighton and Sunderland have come to an agreement on the cost as well. So Simon Adingra, he's someone who primarily plays on the left-hand side, very quick, flashy winger, Very skillful, likes to get a cross in, but equally likes to cut inside from left to right. It poses great competition, potentially, for Mundle. If this one does go over the line, it looks like it is set to go over the line, even as early as tonight. We might get an announcement. I might not be able to make a video then, but at least I'm covering it now for you guys. But for me, it's a very, very exciting one. He's played 30-odd games last season in the Premier League for Brighton. He played just as many games the season before. He's played cup games as well. So it's not like he hasn't been playing at all. I believe that he was actually included, or at least he was going to be included in the deal that was going to see in January when Tommy Watson was poised to go to Brighton in January, and Adingra was going to be coming the other way, but of course that deal fell through before Tommy Watson went on his own later on to Brighton. So there's obviously still been interest there. Adingra has obviously been interested as well. He's not going to get as much game time as he would like at Brighton now that Watson has gone the other way, but I would like to think that Adingra is actually just as exciting as Watson. Watson might have a bigger ceiling in terms of potential, but Adingra has already got that experience in the Premier League. He's played for his national team in the Ivory Coast. A very, very exciting player to keep our eyes on. I'll put up on screen now the report by Keith Downey, as you can see. And it does say, exclusive, Sunderland have agreed a fee with Brighton for Simon Adingra. SAFC will pay Brighton 18 million plus 2.5 million in add-ons for the winger. The 23-year-old has flown to the northeast by private jet and is undergoing his medical. Personal terms are also agreed. Sunderland tried to sign the Ivory Coast international in January in a swap deal for Tommy Watson, but it fell through on deadline day. Now, given that we're spending that amount of money, it's actually just as much money as we got in for Watson. You'd think that we know what we're doing here. It is a very exciting player. You don't bring up that kind of fee for no reason. We don't just spend that kind of money willy-nilly, although it seems like we are at the moment. But I think we're well within reason. We've been working way within our means over the last few years, so PSR is not an issue. We've been running at a profit. We've been running as a club and as a business sustainably. And of course, the players we've been selling, either the likes of, Job in recent times, Watson as well, Jack Clark, Ross Stewart, amongst others that have brought in money, that they've always put us in a really good stead for this moment now in the Premier League. So now we can go all out and get our top sort of targets as quick as humanly possible. And I'm loving that we're doing that. The cutthroat way that we're being now, I love that. And it isn't, I know some people have said that they're worried about the amount of money we're throwing, but like I said, we're running at a profit, or at least we have been, and it doesn't feel like the sort of Ellis Short days where we'll just be throwing money on players that just had a little bit of experience here and there, and they were shit players, do you know what I mean? And we're getting bent over backwards in terms of the negotiations on players. These ones seem like they have a lot more thought behind it. I would like to think anyway, but that remains to be seen. I will leave it there, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the signing of Chemsdine Talbi and potentially Adingra as well. Again, I think that could even be confirmed or revealed over the next hour or so, or just tonight, or maybe even tomorrow. I don't know, guys. I'm not an insider. I just chat shit on here for you guys. Anyway, if you've enjoyed, if you liked it, hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. But for now, take care. Away the lads, and keep the faith.